Hi, I'm Kristen DeSanto with the Strauss Health Sciences Library, and this tutorial will cover systematic review guidelines and standards that provide direction on how to conduct a systematic review and what items should be reported in the manuscript. What are the benefits of using guidelines and standards when developing your systematic review? First, it helps ensure that you're producing high-quality work that is following best practices. Second, you can save time by eliminating the guesswork out of what steps to take and what elements to include. And third, it will increase your chance of getting published by knowing what journal editors are looking for in a systematic review. We'll start by looking at standards on how to conduct a systematic review. The National Academies of Science, Engineering, and Medicine, formerly called the Institute of Medicine, published a report in 2011 called Finding What Works in Healthcare: Standards for Systematic Reviews. The intent is to ensure high-quality reviews that are objective, conducted transparently, and are scientifically valid, with a focus on comparative effectiveness of medical or surgical interventions. The report is grouped into 4 categories: initiating a systematic review, finding and assessing individual studies, synthesizing the body of evidence, and reporting. Within these categories, you'll find specific standards, including managing bias and conflict of interest, developing a protocol, conducting a comprehensive search, critically appraising the studies, and conducting a qualitative synthesis. The Cochrane collaboration produces systematic reviews based on principles of minimizing bias, keeping current with the literature, and ensuring quality. They have developed handbooks on conducting systematic reviews of therapeutic interventions and of diagnostic test accuracy. Even if you're not conducting a systematic review with the Cochrane collaboration, you can still use their handbooks as guides. Sections of the handbook include defining the review question, developing criteria for including studies, assessing methodological quality and risk of bias, and interpreting results. The Joanna Briggs Institute, based in Australia, is dedicated to promoting and facilitating evidence-based healthcare. JBI publishes systematic reviews using specific methodology detailed in their reviewer's manual. Just like Cochrane, even if you're not conducting a systematic review with JBI, you can still use their reviewer's manual as a guide. Aside from reviews of therapeutic interventions, this manual also contains guides for conducting systematic reviews of qualitative evidence, text and opinion, prevalence and incidence, economic evidence, etiology and risk, mixed methods, and diagnostic test accuracy. Next, we will look at guidelines for what items to report in your systematic review. The Equator Network, or Enhancing the Quality and Transparency of Health Research, promotes transparent and accurate reporting of systematic reviews, meta-analyses, and other types of study designs. Their website contains a reporting guideline decision tree that will help you identify which checklist you should use. PRISMA, or Preferred Reporting Items for Systematic Reviews and Meta-Analyses, was published in 2009 with the purpose of promoting quality and transparent reporting. The PRISMA checklist contains 27 items that should be included in a systematic review or meta-analysis, including rationale, eligibility criteria, search strategy and study selection, assessment of risk of bias, and synthesis of results. There's also a PRISMA flow diagram that depicts the flow of information, such as number of records identified through database searching, number of records excluded during the title and abstract screen, number of records excluding during the full text screen, along with reasons for exclusion, and final number of studies included in the synthesis. PRISMA originally focused on systematic reviews of randomized controlled trials, but has since developed extensions for different types of reviews, such as network meta-analyses, protocols, and diagnostic test accuracy. MOOS, or Meta-Analysis of Observational Studies in Epidemiology, is a checklist of reporting items for meta-analyses of observational studies such as cohort studies, case control studies, cross-sectional studies, and case series. It provides recommendation on how to report the background, search strategy, methods, results, discussion, and conclusions. In addition to the guidelines and standards identified in this tutorial, you should also check the author guidelines for journals you wish to submit to see what items they require to be included in a systematic review. Thanks for learning about systematic review guidelines and standards. If you have any questions or would like to schedule a consultation with a librarian, let us know using the orange Ask Us tab on the right-hand side of the library homepage. The next video in the series will discuss compiling a team for your systematic review.